Jasmine, who was 15, was found alone in a driveway after she had fatally overdosed from fentanyl in San Francisco.
She ended up in this really vicious cycle of repeated hospitalization where she would be admitted, discharged, sometimes just hours after being released.
So this image of Jasmine's funeral was the first time that I met the family. As a photographer, I don't want to make any situation worse, so I was very delicate in my approach. I entered her family's life and the worst day of their life probably at their daughter's funeral, which was very heavy and solemn and brought me to tears.
California is embarking on unprecedented reforms to its behavioral health care system, and what we found was that psychiatric hospitals run by for-profit companies have expanded more than any other similar facility in recent years to meet the increasing need for mental health services in the state. And they've done so in part by understaffing their facilities, resulting in violence and neglect within them. We've talked to over 100 people who've worked in these facilities, people who have sought help from these facilities, and all of the regulatory players surrounding them. We started realizing there seemed to be a real issue within the state's for-profit psychiatric hospitals. Our biggest takeaway of this reporting is that the problems in these hospitals don't need to exist. The experts we have talked to, they've told us the paths to improving this come down to mandating better staffing in these facilities, improving the regulatory oversight of these facilities. That is something lawmakers can embark on if they want to address the problems. And the state actually has a law on the books requiring the California Department of Public Health to set minimum staffing ratios in psychiatric hospitals. They haven't done that yet.
It just feels like a really important time, especially in this moment of expansion, to also look at quality care.
The family invited me to spend time with them as they spread Jasmine's ashes in the ocean in Monterey, which is her favorite place. At one point, the family was getting upset and Marta hugged one of her younger daughters, just like a very big embrace. It's a real kind of like a deep connection that they have, and also a deep longing for someone who's passed. In order to do an in-depth story like we all did, you have to have the family be on board. And in this case, they were so open and they just loved Jasmine so much that they wanted to share everything. I don't think it's easy to have a journalist in your life during such grief. And I was really grateful that they opened up time and time again. At the end, I felt like I knew Jasmine, even though I never met Jasmine. But I knew that she must have been a really wonderful